Hello and welcome everyone. This is Kumar Saurabh from Present Automation again with another exciting episode on Rasa chatbots. Currently, we have completed these first four stages of our Rasa chatbot that we created a mood bot using Rasa in it. Then we changed the mood bot according to our bot. Then we created some actions.py file to work as a webhook that fetches the data from Google Drive. Then we also discussed in the last video that how to fetch those data from the Drive API, like creating your credentials or JSON, and also we discussed about the token.pickle file. I have mentioned a link of a .py file in my last video. You can use that to create your own token.pickle file using the Jupyter notebooks. It will be easier for you to get from there. Remember that the credential files and the file that I have mentioned in that IPYNV file that I have mentioned, Jupyter notebook, you should use from the same folder as well, or you should change the path. Now we have already tested the RasaX that was fetching the data from the Google Drive API and was giving us the responses that we have seen already in the RasaX UI. Now it's time to test it in the local host using the Socket.io. We might also try the ngrok settings depending on how lengthy this video is going to be. Although it not be going lengthy because we are not trying anything new that is already in the market. First thing first, before this, we just come to the Rasa website. This is how they say that you could do on your own website. The thing that we are doing is exactly we will do while deploying it on our website. You just need to add this configuration, that is Socket.io, user message event, user uttered, and bot message event and session persistence. You need to add these parameters into your credentials.yml file. I have already added it, but still I will show you that I have added it. Remember that REST should be enabled. There shouldn't be something like this over there, that is it's commented out. Okay, and last thing, that Rasa URL is this. Okay, after that you should just save this file and move back here, and then we will be using this Rasa bot front web chat. Actually, this is a very good demo bot you can create using Rasa Rasa was brought bot means collaboration with the bot front. That bot front was created on the open source. You can use this to create and integrate into your own website. The thing is, it's so simple is that you have to just add this div tag under the body tag of your website. So before starting to do that, let's just go there, and there is a thing that you should remember that I have to do. I have to always copy and Google and copy from the forums. Someone has already mentioned this. This SK Jan Mia was having trouble, and I have answered over there as well. So you just need to copy this, and then we can close this and open up your terminal and just go and click and enter. Okay, it will open up lots of parameters and will feed on to 5005. As you can see, this it is starting the, if you open it in, it is starting the Rasa server on localhost 5005. So in this you can see there is a localhost 5500. You have to change this, or other, you while passing this message, you have to pass the port that you define. Now you can see that there are lots of options here, as you can see on the screen, that you can do conversation ID, message, post, and get request. This all lot of people have done on the Rasa. There is a lots of video for that. You can see the others video also. We will be doing this from the GCP in our future videos. That is where we are saying that this is connecting to Slack channel and get this important port with get, post, put, delete commands on RasaX server in Postman using RasaX HTTP API. This will be important one. So bear with me till then. This route now is here right now. There is no Socket.io connection is showing, but what we can do is we just need to go and copy this entire thing and open up a notepad here at ours. Just open up a notepad, and there just mention the HTML tag, and then another HTML tag, then just body, sorry, before this there should be actually body tags. So we will add the body tag, and then the end of the body tag. Then what we should do, whatever we copied, just paste it here. Now there are various things that you can do. First you need to do is the change the port according to our local host, that is 5005. You can change any bot, like I will change it to the title as present, and will name a subtitle as a demo learning bot, okay, from Google, Google Drive API. Okay, this is what I wanted to show the message. Now you just have to save it as your favorite name, but remember you need to select all files, and here you have to write like web chat dot html, and I'm just saving it on the desktop. Now as soon as we save this file, we will have something like this, a web chat here, and you can see here that we have nothing right now to give us the Sakotai connection. When we will click this file, see there is a message pop-up kind of thing coming up. It will have an earlier message because I have used that, I have created, so the conversation IDs and the same tracker, same local host it is tracking. You can see here that it is saying that user, the same username. This is the unique thing, same username, and the same username is showing here is connected to Socket.io endpoint, is connected to Socket.io endpoint. It is saying that channels are connected. So let's check it out. Let's just click on it and do what we were doing in the RasaX. Let's say hi to it. It should respond, and we can see that messages coming here as well. If it doesn't come, you have to just do a control C once so that it start doing it, because certain times in the local host it stops doing the things. One more thing that we have to do is to start the action server. So what I will do, I will create another Rasa run environment, that is Rasa run actions, and it should register the function. As soon as it is do, we will start doing that, and will again say I'm good, and I will again raise the same question like I'm looking for data science. Okay, so I'm looking for data science, and what it should start doing, it should start fetching the APIs and will start giving it one by one, like found file. It started sure, here is the experience, please refer below, documents for data science, hope it helps. Now it has found the file, it is started giving me messages here, and you can see all those logs actually coming up from here one by one. You can see what the bot did, what bot uttered, hey, how are you doing. It uttered because it received the message, it received the user message as hi with intent name, greetings, and its confidence level was 92.199% and something with no entities here. Now when we said that let's see where it received I'm good intent, then it should have received another question, predicted next action, there should have been another new action, listen comes up. Now received a message, I am looking for data science. Now it says that its name is question, confidence is this, and it has entities. Now what entities? Entity name value is data science, and the entity type is document. It has a confidence of 93.5. The extractor of CRF, entity extractor. These things that I have not mentioned too much about the Rasa documents. I will have create a separate video about NLP and other thing like tokenization, what is extraction, what is entity and all. I will create a separate video series for that. So you have to go through that, and yes, you can see, yes, your bot is running perfectly, you are getting responses from here. And also to mention that whatever we written, like the name of the company and whatever the subtitle was is here. You can even customize this bot because this is an open source. You can customize as much you want if you can go through the React something. I'm not dealing with the React right now, so maybe some other tutorial series where I will start teaching React as well, then I will do that. Okay, now one more thing, that recently Rasa web chat has increased its versions. Now it supports not only buttons, it also supports via the card carousels, like this kind of messages as well. So it's very handy. Be sure to check it out and move down as your support. The features it right now has text messages, quick replies, images, carousels, markdown supports, persistence sessions. What persistence session means, like it remembers the user, like it remembered me and my old conversation when I started talking to the bot. As you can see, it has already started during my test phases. Okay, so it's good to have that. It's good to have this. You have just to mention this div under your body tag and it will appear on your website from the local host. Now we have completed till this sixth part. One thing is remaining, that is connecting to the Slack channel using ngrok, which has been very typical. Rasa documentations are not clear. I will show you in the very next video, and I will do that, and after that I will start doing it from the VM instance, installing Docker, installing Rasa X, integrated version control. These all I will do in one day. Then we will do the connection to Slack, Facebook or REST channels, or Slack or Telegram we can do, since Telegram is done by them. So maybe we will choose for a Facebook. And then this the main episode of the season, that is get, post, put, delete commands on Rasa X server in Postman. See, people are doing on Rasa only server in the local host. I will do it from the GCP and will show you, because we are creating actually a bot builder in certain foreign languages, where we are creating a dialog flow kind of UI where people can come and create their own chat bot. There we are using Rasa as a backend for our Rasa as a backend and React as a front end to create this entire thing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and do promote the video. Please ask me any questions that you want. You know where to find me. I'm on Rasa forum with Athena Saurabh name, and on the LinkedIn as well. So please do share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Hope so. We will continue with the next video. We'll show you the next video of the Slack channel configuration with ngrok. Goodbye. Thank you.